Hey guys, I hope the event thing worked. I don't know, but we're figuring this out as we go. Alright, so as you can see, I have the machine. I don't know if you guys can see the screen or not. I'll have to change something, but it's been recirculating for 2 hours. So I haven't done the snap and tap yet because I'm just waiting. So we set it up beforehand. So I'm going to show you how I push it into the room and get everything set up. So I need my heparin pump, which I will come and get in a minute. So if you look at this, Christina's already pretty much asleep, but this is actually her side of the bed and this is my side of the bed, but the machine fits over here. So on nights we do dialysis, we flip. And the reason I'm on that side of the bed is if somebody breaks in, I'm farther away and they'll get Christina and not me. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna hook you up to my stand. There we go. If you guys have any questions, you can ask them. You're gonna hear some noise. That is the machine going off because it's gonna alarm thinking there's a power outage, but there isn't. I'm just unplugging it and pushing it into the room. So 1 second. All right, here we go. This machine's pretty light, so you know, it just glides on the wheels. And that beeping is just basically saying, hey, there's a power outage. If treatment was going, then we would address this. We would unplug the machine and we would throw it onto a generator or backup battery, whatever I end up grabbing. Usually it's the backup battery, and if it ends up being longer than that, then I take care of it. Okay. And come over here. Plug it in. Okay, so I'll show you what it cycles through. Okay, so the screen is turned back on, and the pure flow is actually going to alarm too, saying that there was a power outage, but that one's easy. I'll show you. All right, so as you can see, that's loud as hell. So there's no sleeping during this alarm. Okay, power failure, you just hit the red button, and then I'll hit go. Just make sure everything's circulating, but I don't need it yet, so I'm not going to hit the green button. Then this is going to boot back up, and there should be a kidney. I've never done it before, so we'll see what it does. But there's going to be a power outage button somewhere, and we'll be able to learn about this together. So as you can see, it's initializing, it's loading up, all that stuff. Okay, if in recirculation, do not connect patient lines until power recovery is complete. Press resume to complete. Okay, so this is where we hit the kidney button. Okay, so you already primed it, so you're not gonna have to prime again, but it's gonna do a 2-minute check. Okay, and hopefully you guys can see that. It's a 2-minute check, so it's gonna go through, make sure there's no air in the system, anything like that. All right, now I'm gonna show you how I get her burrito all set up. So, I'm gonna sit you right here. And this is my medical stand. It has pretty much everything I need. Okay, everything I need to do treatment, but again, I have the burrito. This has everything we need. Okay, and then the next thing out, we'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, taking my rubber band, put them on with all my other ones. Throw on some gloves. Now, she has a CVC, so this is going to be a little bit different than if you do needles. It would take a few more supplies in there, but whatever. All right. these are my caps, gloves, and alcohol for when we end treatment. There's some more stuff in there that will be for end treatment too, but as of right now, we don't use that. Then, of course, it's being difficult today. Then I have my Tupperware dish, okay? I use this every single time. This is for cleans, this is for dirties. And at the very beginning, I use it to separate stuff. Okay, we got 2 salines for flushing. 1. And I kind of have a system, so see how I do it. Then I've got 2 syringes. These are to pack the CVC, and we will. I'll be filling these, but I'm not going to use them till the morning. Okay, so I make sure those are tight. Put it in the back side, just because the backside one is the one I use. All the ones I'm going to use to fill heparin. And I put that off to the side. Then I got 1 big syringe, which is going to have my heparin in it. And I've got 2 syringes to do my pull and push. 1. Okay. Then to prime the machine and get all the fluid out, I've got my gauze. I have one that I put under her CVC and one I use to prime everything. Then we've got our lead sense. Now people are going to say, but this one's for a fistula. Well, that's true. I don't like the other ones, so I'm not going to use them. I use this one on the CVC. Alright, then I throw all that away. And I'm going to show you guys the lead sense. Lead sense is on the back of the machine, so I'm going to turn it on. It beeps. As you can see, the red light. Hold it down till you have a red light. Push it in. I don't know if you can see, but that's pulsating. That means it's working. Okay, and I just put that off to the side. Alright, now we're going to do heparin. And Christina uses 9 units, so 9,000 milliliters. And I'm probably saying it wrong, but I don't care. And I'm gonna end up emptying this bottle, so I'm gonna clean 2. Open the alcohol. And you'll see that I always go like that. It's because sometimes they dry out. So I always dab it on me to make sure that it is wet. So you see, do the alphabet. Then I know I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill this one first. Okay. Now I'm going to need 9,000, so I just put it to 9,000. I'm going to show you a magic trick. Stick it in the bottle. Start pumping air. And I will pump all of the air into the bottle, and it will magically fill up. And if you do it right, it will stop right on 9,000. Sometimes it doesn't, so I'll get 9,000. Okay, 9,000. You can hear Christina's already asleep, which is perfect. Then we're going to pack it with 1.8. Okay, then I have this one. And then the CVC has 2 ends, so I'm going to pack both of them. So I'm going to have 2 of them. Okay, then I put these back in the wrapper. And I will put that underneath here. Underneath is what I'll use when I disconnect it at 4 a.m. And I didn't use that bottle, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to show you snap and tap and stuff like that. So, just 1 second. Alright, so I've got all my syringes, okay? And Christina knocked it over. That's okay. And here we go. All right, so we start with this line, which is going to be a heparin pump line. Okay, so just open the cap, let it bleed out, and then clamp it. When I clamp it, I'll open it and hook the heparin line up. Okay, so that one's done. Then I'm going to pull off the filter. Okay, and you just beat the hell out of it to get all the air up. Slide it in the holder. And bleed out all of the air on this one. I'll just bleed it out till I fill it. Okay, then that's closed. So you got heparin, which it's hooking on something. There we go. Alright, so now, as you guys know, we don't call it the snap and tap, we call it the beat the hell out of it. So I will take all of the lines and I'll just whip the hell out of them. Okay? Easy enough. So, let's see. Continuous snap setup. So this is going to be the guide me. So usually I just do this myself, but I'm going to follow the guide me step just so you guys know. Let's snap and tap. Okay, I've already done that. So you just click check mark. I'm done. Okay, and it actually turns it off all automatically. Usually you'd have to hit the stop button, but that's okay. Then I will clamp every line. Okay, and then I'll move my red line. Yeah, and my red line is covered. And I've got my recirculator, so that goes straight on. And I'll just throw that over there. Then I'm going to bleed the pure flow. And then I'll clamp the green line closed, open the green line, close it, damn it. Of course, when people are watching, there's always stuff going on. Okay, so that's hooked up. Then I would do my blue line. And then connect that to the recirculator. Alright. I'm just going to check real quick, see if anybody had any questions. Doesn't look like it. If you guys have questions about the process, reach out, I guess. Hit that like button. I don't know. I have no idea. Alright, so the snap and tap is done. Okay, I have that already over here. Now, what I do is usually, so I'm going to use this to actually flush a line. So I'm going to fill it. I'm going to fill it with just a little bit because that's what I use to flush. Then I'm actually going to switch with the full one, because this is the one I'm going to use to flush a line. As a system, some people just use full ones. I don't. Alright, then I'm going to show you guys. So, then we take the join line, hook that up, make sure that it's open. The green line is open. Everything else is closed. Now, with my drain line, since this is in the bedroom, as you can see, I have a drain line that runs along the floor. Hopefully the bathroom's clean. And I've got a clamp in there. Okay? I've got a clamp that goes into the toilet, so all drain goes straight into the toilet. So I don't have to clean my drain lines because I replace it every once in a while. But now we will go through the process of getting it connected. So, since this is the first time that we're using this new Guide Me system, so we have no information that is stored. So I'm going to go through, and you get the cartridge lot, which is just on the cartridge, and that is 406-77065. And the reason you want to track those is sometimes you'll get a bad batch, and when you call customer service, they may tell you to check the batch and stop using that batch. So, and then we have the pack. So I have the pack for 774-105. Same thing. Make sure you're watching the batch because there could be an issue. And then the sack, same thing. Put down the lot number. (4078-1096). Check those every single time. They usually last quite a while, and you don't have to change them, but you want to make sure you're checking it to make sure that everything matches. Everything else, so we're going to do temperature. I've got my trusty forehead one. Act like I'm shooting her. Yeah, 97.8, perfect. Usually I do that while she's coming out of the bathroom because it's just funny. And then we have the Bluetooth blood pressure cuff, which we connected. We'll make sure it works. So. Alright, since it's the Bluetooth one, we'll just hit start and it will get her blood pressure, and then you just hold down, okay, just hold it down and it will automatically do a reading, so hopefully everything works. So it is finishing up and the numbers should pop up. Just 1 second. And through magic, there we go. All right, now her blood pressure runs a little bit low, but that's okay. So we're gonna do it again. And she's supposed to be sitting up, but she's sleeping, so we're not going to do that. I know, I'm breaking the rules, but her blood pressure's fine. We check it throughout the day. All right, while we're getting that, I'm gonna go and grab the heparin pump. Now this is an antique, but it's what we're gonna be using today. So, whatever. Okay, that's going to turn on. I'll show you that once we're ready. Okay, we got our second blood pressure, so we're going to hit OK. Alright, then we're going to go through chloramine passed. Yes, that's when you test to make sure there's no bleach in the system. I've never had it do that, so, but whatever. Then vascular access leak detector used. Okay, that is this thing. You test it. Okay, if this gets wet, that's another alarm. So I kind of want to show you what is different when you use nocturnal. Okay, so one, you have the heparin pump. Okay, and two, this filter holder is different. Some people still use this one, but all of this, if there's a leak, it's going to leak into this tray and hit this. If there's any leaks on this side, it will fall into the tray and set it off. So I know a lot of people are worried about nocturnal and is it going to wake me up? Trust me, you're not going to have an issue with it waking you up. Just want to check and make sure, see if anybody had any questions. Hit that like button. I don't know, or don't. I don't care. All right. So, is the leak detector being used? Yes, it is. And that's the lead sense too. So the lead sense is being used also. NxStage fluid detection system used? Yes, it is. Bloodline connector clip used? Yes, it is. That's actually included on the system, and then I have another one that I put on the other line. Some clinics only make you use it on the blue line, but some clinics make you want to use them on both. I've always used them on both, but that's okay. Then previous treatment weight, I know what it is, so I'm just going to put 62.2 because I know that's what we ended on. And 62.2. So then it calculates for you. We're going to be moving 2.3 kilograms. Okay. We got the blood pressure. Okay. Pre-treatment labs drawn. No. Hospitalization since last treatment. No. Reason for mistreatment. You have a couple that you can pick from. We haven't missed one, but there's an access problem. Chose not to treat. That's a good thing about home dialysis is if she didn't want to, we don't have to. We can do it tomorrow. Vacation, hospitalization, treatment in center, equipment issue, other, and then you could put a note. I've sometimes put other and said, we became grandparents, so we didn't do it. So, but we didn't miss, so just save. Shortness of breath, no. If you can hear her snoring, she doesn't have a problem with shortness of breath. Any chest pains? No. Any swelling? No. Digestive issues? Yeah, but nothing huge. Any change in mobility? No. Access, redness, drainage, or swelling? No. Dressing changed. I changed her dressing today. So I'm actually going to show you guys again. I'm going to show you guys how I change it because it's a good thing to know. So, but I'm going to show you guys how to change the dressing. So I'm going to hit yes. Is there redness or drainage? I don't put any covering over the tachydone, so I can see it at all times. I can see if it's red, I can see if it's pussy, I can see if there's issues. There isn't, so I'm not worried about it. No. Poor aspiration flush easily. I'm just going to put yes because 99% of the time it is. I can go back and change it, but right now I'm just going to put yes. Then I'm going to put add meds, okay? Heparin, dose, 9.0, route through the cartridge, okay? At the end of treatment, there's going to be asking route, and it's going to be access because I'm going to be packing her CBC with heparin. So, all right, now we're going to go ahead and get hooked up. So I'm going to show you guys a CBC change. Then I'm going to show you guys how we hook up. But I also want to show programming the machine. All right, make cartridge, fluid line connections. Yes, I'm done. Okay, now, as you can see, hopefully you can see the settings. I don't know. But dialysate rate is 3.8. Ultrafiltration right now is 0.35. Now, there's a way you can change that. Averaging, that's usually what we pull, so I default it to that. Blood flow rate is 200, which is long. I actually want it to start at 350. I'm gonna have to go in my settings and change that because I want it to automatically start 350. We actually run at 250, but 350, for some reason when you first start dialysis, the blood kind of wants to freak out and clot up. So I've noticed that if you run at 250, her blood just doesn't heat up and push through the system. So I end up getting alarms. So what I've done is initially I start at 350. I let it run for a couple minutes, get all heated up, get all running good, and then I'll kick it down to 250. Okay? So her normal treatment is running at 250 rate, but that's all right. Then let's see. Then ultrafiltration, we're actually going to be taken off to 0.3. And you can see my time, 7.42. I'm actually going to up her ultrafiltration to 0.40. Now the reason I do that is now 0.40 times 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So in 6 hours she'll be done. Sometimes she gets tired of doing dialysis and wants to get off. So I try to make sure that all of her fluid is pulled within 6 hours. That way the rest of the time is just kind of recirculating, cleaning her blood. And if she wants to disconnect, she can. Or if there's a problem with the machine, then she still has the fluid taken off. And she's usually good. So, but we rarely ever take off more than that. Sorry, I'm not used to talking this much. Alright, so we have that set up. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to clean a CVC. And this one's controversial, but whatever. Here we go. Just 1 second. And as you can see, I have everything ready to start treatment. Okay, to change the CVC, I've got, this is, what is it called? This is to prep so that the sticky on the tape doesn't irritate our skin. So this goes on after. Okay, so you're going to pull off a CVC. We have a core prep for the top, core prep for the bottom, and then tack it down. Alright, I'm going to put a mask on her, and then we will start. So I'll return the camera here in just 1 second. Honey,
Okay.
stop. And I'm going to clean your CVC.
I have to sit up a little bit. Can you help me? That's good. Thank you, Annie.
Yep, I'm recording, by the way. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Like this. Under the tubing. And I get the core up. Okay, so this is ready to be taken off. Get the core up, and I will clean the top, outward motion, then flip it over, do the same thing. Then use the next one to clean under. Remember, start at the tube, work your way out, then flip it over, do the same thing, and I'll clean it. And we'll let that wear off. Okay, so that's dried enough. Now I'll rub this on wherever the sticker's gonna go. Let that dry. Wherever the sticker's gonna go. Let that dry. Wherever the sticker's gonna go. Let that dry. Wherever the sticker's gonna go. Let that dry.